being trialled with a view to becoming more widely available next year. But, you know, you've just said, no, I wouldn't do that. But you Google yourself. What's the difference?
No, I wouldn't Google myself.
Oh, okay.
Because if you Google yourself, you're automatically dying, it says on there. So, no, that is too scary for me.
So you just keep going to the doctor?
I will go... If something is wrong, if something has changed, I want to know why, and I think everyone should go out and find out why. That if you are getting symptoms that are different to what you've previously had, you need to investigate that, because it could be something serious. If you're... I think it's just detaching yourself from GPs and not going in is the problem that we're all having.
You know, I understand that if you're getting, like, some major symptom, but not spots.
Yeah, I think that people wait too long now, so they wait for a major symptom, and by this point it's too late, and you've diagnosed something too late. And I think it's really important that when you are getting really small things that you think are wrong for you, and personally you don't feel
But
that
if everybody was doing that,
then
there would be even less money to go
for the
around.
NHS.
You know, it's like you've got to. There has
But
to
then
come
there
a
would be,
point.
if people were doing that, then I would look at it as though that things would get diagnosed earlier, so they'd be spending less on life-saving treatments that they, like, have to pump loads of money into.
So, what were your spots then? What was the...
Well, I was having...
What terrible illness was it?
No, it wasn't, but there was some things that I could change about myself, like my diet and lots of things hormonally were going wrong with my body.
But you could find that out on Google.
Well, I couldn't have, because it could have been indigestion related. There's loads of reasons why you get
I
spots.
would use the app. I just want to know, Andrea, can you send pictures on this app?
Do you know, I don't know if you can yet, but I actually think that's a really good idea.
Can you imagine the kind of pictures people would be sending?
Well, I know.
Like, oops, well, what about what happened with Nadia?
Well, can I just say... We checked with Nadia first,
so we
to make
tell
sure
you
we could actually tell this story. But I think this is a really good example. Nadia has a really good Nadia never goes to the doctor; she goes to her naturopath or homeopath, and she had what she thought was a suspicious-looking mole. Actually, I'm doing that. It wasn't there; it was on her leg.
Yeah.
So she
There
took
it is.
There's
oh, there we
mole.
go.
Yeah.
That is a bad photo.
It's not even suspicious.
But so anyway, so she took a photograph of it to send it in to her homeopath to see if, you know, they should discuss it. But she also wanted to discuss another part of her body that she was having problems with. That
No, we haven't got a photo of that.
No, you really don't want to see a picture of this.
But we almost did have a photo.
Yeah, we almost did have a picture of it because she accidentally tweeted it instead of sending it to the naturopath. Luckily, she sent the picture of the mole because actually it was a picture of her piles that she was going to be sending to her naturopath.
I think that would
Now,
be
we're tittering a little bit behind our hands, but actually that is quite a sensible idea. If you have an app, you can't diagnose someone just by texting.
Yeah, you
but
can
if you can send a
pictures in.
picture, then maybe
So this is an app.
Yeah.
That. So basically, what they're going to do is instead of googling something, they sort of filter all the relevant
so you're sending your
information for your symptoms.
Yeah, precisely.
The only issue I have with it is that the people who are going to be on the other end of it largely are the 111ers, as they call them.
Yeah.
They've had like 3 weeks. They're not medical, and they've had 3 weeks training. So what they're doing is they're just sort of like ticking something off a list.
Yeah.
This is why Stacey goes to a proper doctor.
Yeah.
They're ticking things off a list. And you do sort of think, you know, 90% of the time it is going to be something harmless.
Yeah.
But what about those cases where it's not?
Serious, yeah. They're not really equipped, are they?
Would you do it if it was...
I
you could
would
send
do it.
pictures?
I mean, I totally would do it. I think, you know, great that we've got technology for this stuff. But what I think would be hilarious is, you know, students and kind of Freshers Week and the kind of pictures that might get sent then. You know, a few drunken nights, like,
Yeah, I suppose it's good for, like, if you're embarrassed about something and you don't want to go face to face with somebody.
Precisely, and particularly for men.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.